Master of Orion. Alright, everybody. This is the Evil Clown here. We are back for another episode of Masters of Orion for Throwback Thursday. This is episode 3. We are touching a little bit on the future with our intro, and today we will be going back in the past to 1993, where this game was released in PC-DOS. For everyone at the time, I don't think I was in the States actually to play this game. But let's kind of jump in here and get this video started real quick. Let's go with medium, simple. 5 is good. Yeah. I think that works for us. 5 opponents. So it's not too crazy ridiculous. So we got humans, Urshon, cat people, silicoids, they can land anywhere. Population growth of the Sakura. Cylons are good. Researchers, Alkari, pilots. Workers for KloWn, Valrathi are ground fighters, Mechlars are factory and controls, and Darlock's are spies, and everybody hates them. I think I'm going to go with the Cylons for now. He's got a green shirt, so let's go green. And yeah, sure. Sounds good. Sounds good. Get our home planet started here on Mentar as the game kicks off. Alright, so this is pretty much the little intro screen here telling you what all these are. You can kind of set your productions, your ship builds, your defenses, industries, economy, not economy, but ecology, and your research, your tech. And since I am Mechlar or Cylon, tech is probably a good research item for me to kick off. And then down, you got your different ratio bars. You can actually lock them and things like that on your spends. And then you got your missile bases, your populations, your production, different shipbuilding, relocating to another colony, and transporting people to invade a planet. Basically, you got to send a colony ship to an invaded planet. And then down here at the bottom, you have your games, designing your own fleets, your fleet status itself, the map itself, different races where you can do things like spies, change your different research, look at your different planets once you get a bunch of them, things like that. Again, kind of going over the same thing, and your next turn, of course. So first thing I want to do is kick off tech research. And let's see, battle scanner, reserve fuel tanks is construction. I want that first. Go down to our very bottom number here that we can, and go ahead and send off our scout, not him, and one of these, let's send to him there, and let's send this guy to, oh, it's only doing one, yeah. Okay, can I reach that? Yes, I can. Okay, we'll send one there. So green planets or stars are pretty good. Yellow is the best for getting good pops in life. If you play Silicoid, you pretty much can land anywhere, so any of them are good systems. But everybody hates Silicoid anyways because they eat rocks. What else? Let's get our other scout here. That one. And send our other scouts over to here and accept that, and we should be good for now. Let's get our research and basics done. Nice. So now that we got our basic ones done, we can go ahead and kind of reset some of our, we don't need to worry about defense right now, and get that down. Freeze that. We're not going to worry about building ships for now. And let's max out on these two. Yeah, that's good. And then for tech, let's see, ground combat weapons. So let's go ahead and move these to be pretty much equal. Yeah, I think that'll work for us. This will go by pretty quick while we wait on our scout ships to go. Anyways, this is a 4X game. Let's get this one. Let's get this one. This one. This one. This one. Those are our next technologies since we researched the basics. And once we get the next level up, we'll in level 2 of these technologies, we'll go ahead and concentrate some areas and build some better ships and do certain things. But anyways, what I wanted to say before the music kicked in there, speaking of which, maybe we can turn off, yeah, there we go, FX only. Alright, so while our scouts should be arriving next turn here, scout ships explore a new star system, hostile environment. Okay, so it's a tundra. Now, it says hostile environment for now, but we can actually develop the technology to land on tundra planets. Since our home environment is Terran, that's pretty much our population and our factories. We'll leave that for now. But we can develop the tech as in one of these tech trees to land on tundra planets, and then we can change out our colony ship instead of the standard pod to a tundra pod, and that will allow us to land on that planet and populate it. And while he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and send this guy off to another realm or another planet to investigate some other future possible colonies. But yeah, this is the basics of Masters of Orion. It's a 4X empire building game that came out in '93. I think his name was Garcia. Designed the game. It was from Simtex originally released. This was kind of the ultimate game that came out back then. This is probably in the top 50 of all games of all time. This particular game kind of kicked off the industry where 4X empire builders are a thing, and it also kicked off 3 additional games in as follow-ons in this series. There was this is Master of Orion, of course, and then you've got Mu2, which to me I think was the best game. That was my take on it. I enjoyed, and I can play through a solo session of Mu2 for 4 hours straight, and just enjoying myself. Mu3, like Highlander 2, it didn't really exist. We won't talk about it because nobody really liked that game. And then the newest iteration, which was Mu Conquest of the Stars, I want to say, or something like Conquest of something. Galaxy, maybe, or Stars. It came out in 2016. It was kind of the remake of the original 4X, and it did fairly well for its time. But of course, so many 4X games have come out over time that it really didn't do as well as some games, especially like this game for its time. I think it sold like almost 150,000 copies. This was kind of leading, cutting edge 3D graphics wise. The genre was new. Nobody had done a 4X game before, and it was just kind of something new and different in the gaming community. So you guys got a chance to see a little flashback of this in our far future of again, another radiated world. Can't land there, so we'll move on. What else? I guess we can send him off to this one and investigate that. I see somebody else has joined our happy little band here. He's a Balrathi. Okay, those are the big bear guys, or as I like to call them, the Russian bears at the time. The Cold War was kind of a big thing back then, anyway. So everybody was, every country was kind of represented, and there are different, little eggs, in here, like the THX 1138 for the Mechlars. It's one of the TX 1138 in here, but it's kind of an homage to George Lucas for his movie 1138. Anyways, a lot of craziness in that area, but you pretty much see some of these early moves, and except fertile, that I can work with. 50% of normal. Okay, so now we got a step planet. I can take my colony ship. Hopefully, nope. This is one of the irritating things. It's 4 parsecs away. This colony ship will only go 3, and these scouts can go up to, I think, 6 or something like that, because of they have the drive already. So we will have to go, and not what I want. No, man, it's been a while since I played this. Where is the scrap? Clear. It was a hero fleet? Yeah, there it is. Alright, so you can see here you can scrap individual ships or designs, and here in specs you can actually go in and design your own ships. So we want to, I don't think I'm going to be able to get rid of this thing right here. So we can see here he's got beads and warp. So warp 1 is your basic ship. He doesn't do very much at all. A fighter, a scout, and these cost 10. I'm gonna go ahead. Not yet. I'll wait. I can scrap all these though, because we're gonna get better stuff really quickly. I'll leave him for now, and I'll scrap this one for now. Basically, we're going to get some new ship designs in and things like that. And okay, and hopefully we'll get our research up fairly quick to boost up some of those. Begin allocating resources toward building missile bases. Okay, so they want us to build some defenses now. Now I can put in, let's see, take a little bit from that. And a little bit from industry. And then it'll start building our first planetary defenses, which we'll need as soon as somebody attacks me. There are little odds and ends throughout this game. You see little pop-ups, like there's a section where the jiajenn robot will come up and talk about the different, oh, here we go, improved terraforming. Increases population of planet by 10 billion for a cost of 5 billion. Okay, nice. Do you want to increase all the colony ratios? All your people colonies in order to begin terraforming the planet. Yeah, let's put half into that. Controlled barren. We know we got a barren world pretty close. So let's do that. Ultra rich too. Dead. Okay. So now that he's here, let's go ahead and send him off to that location. And send him off to that location. And then we can accept. There we go. Now, so this one's steppe. This one's tundra. Radiated. Dead. And I don't know that one or that one yet. Alright, so yeah, that's basically the game. We just run through the different areas, discover planets, explore, colonize, build ships, and increase your tech, and replace your ships over time with new models and new weapons and things like that. Like now we can go in, that we've got a few designs. We could actually start with a small one. Let's build there. I liked him. He's kind of cool. Let's just call it fighter. And let's make a computer attack. Computer 1. And no shields, no armor. And all we could do was extend the tanks. No. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do without laser. It costs 35. Okay, so we can't do much yet. And not until we kind of beef up our skill sets and lower our rating. One of the things I like to do is the space increase that allow you to add more things, but it ups your cost of your ships. There we go. New science, deep space scanner. Sure. And at the same time, we need to go look and see what our technologies look like and things like that. This one's up to 3. We could probably downgrade that a little bit. See, construction is improved industrial tech. Force fields, class 2 shields. Planets is good. We can probably drop that a little bit. Propulsion. Yeah, we definitely want propulsion. So we can up that a little bit more. Alright. And that's pretty much it. Just going around exploring. There's an arid world. That's not too bad. And a toxic. Yeah, that one's crap for us. Not much we can do there. Can I reach this one? Hope. That one, nope. Oh. Nope. We probably already went to this. Can I get this one? Nope. Alright. I think he is done. So, go Scout 1. Okay. Fleet. There we go. What I wanted. In orbit. Okay. So I've hit most of these up, I think. Not, maybe I can get to that one. Yeah. I'll send him over there for now. And most likely we're not going to be able to hit this one. Oh, well. I am wrong about that one. So this one was the arid world. And we don't know what this one is either. Might even be able to reach that one, but we'll see. Sooner or later we're going to run into one of the other races like the Balrathi, who are expanding aggressively. Reduces factory construction costs. That's nice. That's a good bonus to have as we're building stuff up. I think I want to go with the uranium armor to give us some additional options, since we already went past Tech 6 to Tech 9 for improved industrial. Alright. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Master of Orion. Another arid. Okay. Yeah, we can get there too. Nice. Alright, so this colony ship can't reach anything, can it? Wait a minute, what is this world? Tundra. Hostile. Alright, well, we could get there, but it's going to be hard to settle on something. That one's 3 for an arid. Dead. Step. But I can't get to that. I can get to this one. And I can get to this one. That's max pop 60. So let's send him there and accept that, and we'll do our first colony there. That way we kind of set off right off the bat. at least exploring some new locations and getting some new planets going and trying to build up our population. Yes, we want to build up our population, and that'll give us overall. We get our empire and trading and the population going to that location. Here's our little landing at the Cylon colony. Again, this came out in '93, so the graphics were super great. Yeah, Talus sounds good to me. And now we have 2 worlds, so now we can actually explore this part a little further because we have some ships that are farther out in this location. And we got Daleks here. Yep. So now that we have 2 worlds, we can expand our empire and our scouting up in this region a little bit further. So let's actually move. See, environments. Go terrain, jungle. These are pretty much the good ones for us. These are all the bad ones. Although we can probably do barren now since we are working on that technology. We'll be pretty close to it. Minerals, very rich. Those are always good to look at as well. Alright, so let's move. He's almost there. Yeah. Okay. So now that we got this place up here, this will allow our scouts to move a little bit farther in this area, and we should be able to reach this. Nope. How about this one? Yep. Alright. So this one would definitely be out of our reach from our home world, but since we're closer on this side, we can now reach it. So, yeah. Now these guys are traveling. And there's our fuel cells. So now we can move ships up to 4 parsecs, which is good. So now we can go in. Oh, yes, definitely that one. Ventura has reached its population max of 110. Planet steering sending ratios. It changes this time. Alright. So, one of the things we can do, now that we've colonized that world, we can go into, yes, okay, thank you. We can go into, not what I wanted, we can go into fleet, specs, and we can scrap this design. And now that we don't have any of those ships, we can go back in. Okay, and we can design a large, let's make it, sure, no, Klingon looking, that looks kind of weird now. Yeah, what the hell, let's call it a colony. So we have our colonizer. 316, 1060 available space, 933. And the first thing we want to do is put, ooh, we're not going to have enough. 470 and 649. So I could expand it, but then it's not going to let me put the colony base on it. Well, crap. So, yeah, you have to deal with things like that. We'll probably end up having to wait until we get the reduced space cost, or make it a huge, and that'll give us the extra bonus. Yeah, I don't like that one, that design, so let's allow normal landings. So now we have to pay double and now we got a huge amount of space. And the rest of it I don't want to really change because that's just increasing my costs. Alright, everything's reduced. And I don't have nuclear engines yet. Armor is titanium. We could go for the larger armor, but there's no reason to on a scout ship or a colony ship. So we can make this. Right now, all I need to do is go in here and build. So now we have that model. We can move the different models on the ships, and we can set to build it. And it's going to take 110 years. But it also takes out our research. So I'm actually going to put this down until later, a later time. I do want to look at the actual planet though and see how it's building up. Factories are still down. We definitely need factories. Yeah, I think that's going to do us for now. All right. I was hoping the thing would give you a pop-up here soon to show the jiajenn guys and the robots. Growth, yeah, waste. It's kind of a funny little outro to talk about, the different, either some kind of event that happens, like an asteroid hit, or some star supernova, or what races are leading, by rank of all 6 races that you play with. You can actually play, I think, with up to 9-10 players total, 9 AI races, and from what I recall, and you can go in here and kind of select different things. You can max your security, which I will do with Cylon as soon as I meet somebody. I'm going to add to that, but right now it's all about the research and kind of building up your fleets and everything as soon as possible. Industry, so I'm making factories, I'm making population. Yeah, and as I do better here, I can reduce this down and kind of add additional tech and ecology down. So, all right. This we attack Balrathi. Oh, okay, we must have found either, 37. That sounds like the Balrathi homeworld. Just a scout ship, so go ahead and retreat. Ursa, yeah, that's the Balrathi homeworld pretty much. So now that we've found them, we kind of know where they are. We can go on to different places. We can scout this out, see if they've expanded their colonies or whatnot. And now that we've made contact, it should come up with some kind of screen introducing us to the big bear guys. Lost, departed, Wrathy colony. Okay. All right. And who is this? Is this the Mershan? KloWn. Oh, great. Lovely. We're close to KloWn. Those guys are super expanders and building and fast planetary builders, so it is very hard to be able to win against them, but we're in KloWn space as well as Balrathi. But between the two, I think they're definitely going to they're definitely going to have contact with us pretty quickly. Yep, don't fall behind in weapons. Anyways, I am going to, oh, he's already going back. Okay, going to our closest colony, so I think we're in a pretty good position. My next thing, though, is probably to start building new ships and redesigning the fighter. We definitely want to kind of get things moving with it, so we'll definitely go ahead and clear this. Make it small. I like that design. Starfighter, good. Computer, attack level 1. No armor, no shields. Let's put some weapons on here. We'll get a laser. Alright. Yeah. That's about all it can do. It's pretty pitiful for a small fighter, but again, that's what all it is, just a small fighter. So as long as it's got a laser on it, I think we'll be just fine. And we can move this to the starfighter. And let's see how long it's going to take us. 3 years. We can get that down a little bit. There we go. And just so we show you the build, control barren planet, nice. So now we can build on barren planets, hyper rockets, nice. Now we can add rocket technology, no restoration, capacity. Definitely like the sound of that. Control dead. Ooh, that was close, and that was a good planet too. Mineral rich. Decisions. But I think I'm gonna go with, yeah, I think I'll go with this one first. Gallon laser, cannon. Gatling laser first. Alright, so our first starfighter is done. Make them every 3 years. Alright. And that's pretty much it. You know, as I unfortunately, you don't control the events just pop up randomly, so we haven't got one yet, surprisingly. So I'm not really able to show you any of the robots or the cool looking stuff. I think we'll go with personal deflectors, so when our troops land we can attack and take over planets. That's pretty good. But yeah, they random events pop up and you get to see stuff like that on screen. So where our research is definitely kicking in now. So battle computer, definitely get our better hit odds moving up. And as we do more and more things, this is pretty much it for Masters of Orion. I wanted to kind of do a quick overview of the game and kind of run you through a little bit of the play style. Again, this kicked off an entire genre of 4X spaces. You know, all the empire building games, all of that was based on Masters of Orion, or Master of Orion. And one of my all-time favorite games that I've ever played has been Mu 2 was the game for me. This one came out in '93, late '93, basically. You know, got out to the shelves in '94, and everybody started getting into it. That was the year that I got married years ago overseas, and I was still in the military. And by the time that I come home to the States, yeah, a lot of stuff was going on, and I probably picked it up that late in that year. for like Christmas because I didn't build my first computer until '94. So yeah, so this was one of the very first games that I got, and it was well worth it at the time. Believe me, the graphics, have kind of outlived their date today. But if you get a chance, there's a lot of places to go out and download this game. You can get versions of it online for free. It'll play on Linux and Macs and everything else. Just do some searches, and it's an old. This right now is running in DOSBox, so I can run it on Windows 10. So, yeah, it'll pretty much play on anything, and it was only I think it maybe less than 100 meg uh, running right now, and at the time, that was a pretty good sizable game. But it only, I think the requirements are like 2 meg of memory. So yeah, it's almost nothing to run. So um, yeah, nowadays, not like my Star Wars install that I did of Fallen Jedi not long ago. It was 27 gig. Gee whiz, how games have changed, graphics wise and things like that. So I hope you have fun and you enjoyed this episode of Throwback Thursday. So Master of Orion for the win. Try to take over the galaxy in your own way. And I hope you have fun playing it. I had a great time this episode. Y'all have fun. Evil KloWn is out of here.